I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
Canelo's smart. Absolutely, he's smart. But at the end of the day, he's a counterpuncher. He's a great defender. He has the most solid punch resistance of anybody in the sport. Nobody's ever knocked him off balance. Nobody's ever really knocked him down.
I think that Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for.
Welcome back, fight fans. This is Boxing Headquarters, where punches get broken down like lyrics and legends get judged like reality TV. In this video, boxing experts been dropping their thoughts on Canelo versus Crawford, and Bivol came through talking like a wise uncle at the cookout, just unloading gems like he brought the potato salad and the truth.
He needs to get used to the power and pressure of 168 because it's different, big difference to be honest. Maybe he will get used to it and how he will be feeling himself on the same day when he will fighting, how his training camp will go on.
He said he saw Bud in Dubai and was like, oh nah, this ain't no little welterweight no more. This man built like he already ate the weight class. And I feel him. Bud ain't moving up just to collect a check. He moving like he trying to shake the whole division, rattle the rankings, and put 168 on notice, like a repo man knocking at the door. But Bivol ain't gassing him either. He kept it solid. He told us, if Bud don't come mentally ready, if his confidence got cracks in it, it's over before the bell even rings. And yo, I agree. You and me both know Canelo don't play when it comes to pressure.
At the same time, we saw how Canelo was fighting against another guys like Charlo, maybe Smith, Callum Smith. We saw the huge difference. I think it's not because of weight class, it's about mentality of the opponent.
This ain't no spa day. You come in there shaking and you get folded faster than a cheap beach chair. But you know what I think tips it? IQ. Not ring IQ, I'm talking, I see your soul in slow motion IQ. Crawford's got that scary calmness, like he already wrote the script and you just acting in it. So who I got? Man, I'm leaning Bud, barely. But if he gets cute in there like it's a sparring session, Canelo go and turn that ring into a trap house real quick.
It's not about only getting used to the power, and it's also about be mentally ready. Because when people are not prepared them mentally, they afraid or scared, you become weak, your body become weak.
Alright y'all, we just slid from Bivol's calm chessboard breakdown to Roy Jones Jr. dropping smooth game, like your uncle at a family BBQ with shades on. Roy ain't fazed by no pre-fight shoves or scale numbers. He said if you got skill, the weight don't mean nothing but a number, like that cousin always asking for gas money. This fight ain't about size, it's about IQ, reflex, and whether Bud can eat that Canelo power like it's nothing. And let's be real, if Crawford takes that left hook and don't blink, we're looking at a full-blown revolution.
When you're as skillful as Terence Crawford is, weight don't really matter. All thing that matters with the weight is can you take the punch? And I'm sure you've been sparring with super middles and light heavies, so I'm sure you probably can take the punch. So that's the only thing when you got skill. Now, if you don't have a skill, you can't take the weight, take it up, because you're gonna lose your punch, you're gonna lose everything. But when you got skill, all your stuff that you have goes up with you.
But if he can't, woo, Canelo gonna treat him like rent, show up once a month and make life hard. Roy kept it respectful but honest. He said Bud hungry like them 3 AM Waffle House runs, while Canelo just enjoying the ride, giving us big fights like gifts under the tree. But that comfort zone, dangerous. You can't box a dude with bad intentions and fresh motivation like it's a TikTok dance battle. This ain't about who's bigger, it's about who's sharper when the bell rings. And if Bud shows up with them sniper skills and granite in his chin, Canelo might leave with an L stitched in cursive.
No, because most people looking at the weights and saying, oh, they're too far apart, Canelo's too big. No, we're not going to see what y'all think we're going to see. We're going to see a chess match, and a chess match that, if it's played correctly by each side, it could be very interesting. If it's played wrong by either side, the other side will dominate. That's how good this fight is.
Alright, so we slid from Roy Jones Jr. talking smooth like a boxing professor in church shoes, and now Teo pulling up like your wild homie who always got a blunt opinion and zero filters. Teofimo out here saying Canelo all day, like he just made a bet at the barbershop. And hey, I get it. Canelo got that brick wall strength, that stand still and swing like a street lamp energy. But even Teo had to admit, Crawford got that higher ring IQ, like a dude playing chess while Canelo trying to throw checkers pieces at his head.
I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yep.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo.
But here's where it got wild. Teo brought up Bud getting shot in the head and driving himself to the hospital like it was a Taco Bell run. Like, bruh, if that's his mindset, forget fighting. This man built different. Teo said it best, only one way to find out, and that's when that bell rings. Until then, it's all talk, and yo, black and brown is how we get down. You already know, this ain't just a fight. It's culture, it's legacy, it's straight up combat poetry. So stick around, we've got more voices on deck ready to drop their hot takes.
Hey, let's see. Only one way to find out until that day comes.
It's the only way, but I definitely think that it's a great fight overall. You know, black and brown is how you get down.
That's right.
And just when you thought the kitchen cooled down, boom, Michael Jai White steps in, like he just left the dojo and lit a cigar with Vegas odds. We just left Teo talking real reckless at the corner store, and now Mike over here breaking it down like a philosopher with hands. My guy said this ain't no slugfest, it's Mayweather versus Canelo Part 2, but with Bud playing the role of the teacher this time. And I ain't gonna lie, the way Mike said Crawford is jazz fusion and Canelo's perfectly conventional, bruh. I almost spit my drink. That's like calling Crawford Miles Davis with 8-ounce gloves and a grudge.
Yeah, Crawford ain't gonna knock him out, but I don't know if Canelo's gonna land very solidly on Crawford. Canelo's way better now, but I still think there's an edge. It won't necessarily be exactly like that, but I think he'll edge him out point-wise.
Mike ain't betting on a knockout. He betting on precision footwork and that little extra sprinkle of chaos that only Bud knows how to cook with. He said Canelo gotta be set to fire, but Bud pulling up from angles like your ex in your DMs at 3 AM, unpredictable and disrespectful. So yeah, if you think this is just about muscle and belts, you might want to rewind and listen again. Crawford out here trying to play 4D chess on a punching board, and if Canelo ain't ready, we might just see him get jazzed out the ring. But don't go nowhere, we got more heat on the way.
Canelo he evolved. I saw how he evolved defensively and everything. I just don't think he's as fast as Crawford. And I think Crawford is just a little step ahead as far as movement is concerned.
So boom, we went from Michael Jai White talking jazz fusion and uppercuts to Abel Sanchez pulling out the old school gym war files, like he reading out the Dead Sea Scrolls of Canelo's sparring days. My man talking about hitting arms like it's a hobby, like Canelo out here throwing punches at deltoids for cardio. Abel said, forget your highlight reels, Bud gon' get hit in places he ain't never iced before. That man said Canelo don't even need a headshot. Just tap your shoulders till you call your physical therapist crying.
You know, Canelo, I don't want to say he took it from me, but Canelo was in our gym when he was 19, 20 years old, and that's what I've always had my fighters do. They always hit the arms. I discourage in sparring in my gym the people to hit them and to hit each other in the head. I want them to hit the body, I want them to hit the shoulders, I want them to hit the chest.
And yo, when he compared Crawford to Bob Foster moving up in weight, that's code for, you nice lil bro, but this ain't your block. Abel made it sound like Canelo turns into a neighborhood bully by round 6, bodying dudes while humming rancheras. So I hope Bud bring more than IQ, because according to Abel, Canelo hitting like a Silverado with no brakes. We ain't done yet though. This saga still got more twist than Bud's stance switching. Let's keep going.
Okay, well, first of all, Terence Crawford is a great fighter, but so's Canelo. I think that, in my opinion, their IQ is similar, except Canelo doesn't get hit like Crawford gets hit.
So after hearing all that heat from the legends, let me drop mine real quick, straight, no chaser. Look, I rock with Bud heavy. His timing, his precision, that cold-blooded switch-up style, nasty. But Canelo, that man's a tank with trapdoors. You blink wrong, and he's already setting you up for a ribcage remix. But yo, don't just ride my wave, sound off in the comments. You rocking with Team Gingerfire or Team Switch Stance Sniper? And if you want more fight talk dipped in flavour, raw takes, and chaos that punches harder than your ex's texts, go ahead, like, share, and hit that subscribe button. This ain't just a channel, it's fight night every night.